Hello, and welcome to a very special edition of Nobody Wake the Bugbear. My name is Andrew, and I will be your warden for this evening. Joining me are some very special guests. Some might call them aggressive role players, but they are more formally known as Table Runner Crispy and Dean from Gallows Humour Games. Greetings, gentlemen. Would you like to introduce yourselves?
Go ahead, Dean.
Hey guys, what's going on? First of all, I want to thank Andrew 1 and 2 for having me on. That's very cool of you guys. I'm excited about this. Yes, aggressive roleplay, it's a thing, but I'm looking forward to this. I've been dying to play Mothership ever since listening to your wonderfully produced content. So thank you for the invitation.
Thank you for joining. Thank you for the kind words. I'm a big fan of your Lost Drive-In podcast, especially. I discovered when you were reviewing the Alien series that just premiered on our TV screens recently. Very enjoyable commentary.
Such a disappointment.
Such a disappointment, but it was good hearing you talk about it. And it was good, the slow descent into disappointment that you felt for that show was good to watch.
Thanks for the shout out, buddy.
Speaking of slow descent to disappointment, I guess this is a good time for me to introduce myself. I go by Crispy online. I have a YouTube channel, Table Runner. I take a look at roleplay sessions. I critique them. It's a lot of fun. And I was once called an aggressive role player, and I think the moniker is suitable. It sticks. So I'm very much interested in role playing games where we can stay as much as possible in character, because I think that's what becomes the most memorable. And I'm excited about this game because Mothership has such a vibe around it, and this growing horror and panic. I think it's just so rich for good role play opportunities. So thank you for suggesting this collab. I think I'm excited for it. It should be good.
Mothership is, sci-fi horror is very hard to pull off at the table, especially if everyone is not on the same page with tone, references, anything like that. It's just hard to stick with that sci-fi horror tone when people are joking around. So combining that with role-playing in character is just a perfect match because it complements each other to have that sort of style. Makes it easier, gets everyone in the mood. So yes, we're all big fans of Mothership, especially me.
Yeah, I'd consider myself a big fan as well.
Last but not least, we haven't introduced the other Andrew, who's sitting next to me.
That's right. Andrew the player is also here. It's lovely to be here. Feeling honoured to be with all the big leagues tonight.
Exactly. I know it's a little bit confusing lobbing you with two Andrews right off the bat, but if you just call me Warden and Andrew, I think we'll be fine.
They'll be referring to me as Rig through the game, so it won't matter.
Is that your character voice? There's a little bit of little taster.
That's impressive.
That is
impressive. Thank you kindly.
Hank doesn't really like calling anybody Warden. It reminds me of my prison time on the Juniper Colony.
Nice.
Do I have to say Warden?
Mr. Warden to you, sir.
Excellent.
All right. Well, I believe before we start the game, I have to welcome you to Mothership. And there's a particular way I do that. Andrew's had it done to him. Other players have had it done to them. And now it's your turn. Welcome to Mothership, the sci-fi horror RPG where you and your crew and YouTube collaborators try to survive in the most inhospitable environment in the universe, outer space. Together, you excavate dangerous derelict spacecraft, explore strange unknown worlds, encounter hostile alien life, and examine the horrors encroaching upon your every move. Are you ready to get started?
Hell yes.
Ready.
Let's do it.
I said, are you ready to get started?
Aye, Cap.
Do it.
All right, good. At the time of this recording, we are currently halfway through Mothership Month 2025. And what a better way to celebrate all things Mothership than to play it with some new players to the game. So thank you for joining me. I think it'll be a good session. If you would like to support any of the projects for Mothership Month 25, I will put the link in the description. Shall we start?
Let's do
do this.
All right.
Ready to go?
Here we go. Nobody Wake the Bugbear, in collaboration with Table Runner Crispy and Gallows Humor Games, presents The Law of Salvage, Episode 1. A vessel creeps across a backdrop of stars. Orange and white lights illuminate multiple dented and scarred modules attached to a long metal truss. Green text flashes across the screen. The Law of Salvage. Any vessel who helps recover another vessel or its cargo while lost in space is entitled to a reward proportionate to the amount recovered. More text streams across the screen. Plunder. When salvaged materials are not returned to its rightful owner, it is called plunder, and if discovered, will result in a corporate bounty. The registration and nameplate of the vessel comes into view. Sabako, RAS 62, Salvage Cutter 0475, or as it is known by the crew, the what? What is your ship named? I'm putting it to you guys to name your vessel if you wish.
Ooh.
Long goodbye.
Man.
The Long Goodbye.
That's great.
That one. Let's go with that.
Passing across the screen, The Long Goodbye. Small windows shine brightly with a glimpse of the habitation deck. The view passes through a window to a stained yellow octagonal table where 3 of the 7 crew are gathering in the galley for breakfast. Andrew, one of these characters is arriving to the galley. What does this person look like? Who is this person?
Brig Helix is a large, more mechanical than organic now. He's undergone numerous cybernetic surgeries, leaving him a slow, hulking brute of servos and metal plates. Both of his legs from above the knee have been replaced with cybernetic implants, and one of his arms is actually a massive servo lifter claw. Metal plates emblazoned with red gears as he stomps his way over to the coffee machine. Goes to reach for a cup and all of a sudden kind of stops and squirming his back. It's like he's uncomfortable, just in a bit of pain, and eventually just shrugs it off. I swear, this next haul had better be worth the credits. Got to get back to that chop shop on Prospero Stream for effects. Oi, Jules, have you ever heard any news on this next salvage mission?
No, of course not. They don't tell me any of that thing. I'm just here to look at the scanners and make sure all the scientific equipment. Speaking of which, why don't you come over here? I reach into my lab coat pocket and I pull out a small scanning device. I'd like to run some more scans on those servos. I think that you might be getting some feedback here. Why don't you come down to the lab later and we can have a look at these chop shop, you think? Yeah, let's have a look at that.
Aye, lovely. I'd appreciate that.
I pour some powdered eggs into a small bowl, adding some water, hot water.
Hank looks up from his corporate slop, some oatmeal of sorts that came out of a tube, and he's sitting in the galley. Always scanning people, huh, Jules? I wouldn't let him do it. I wouldn't trust it. That's just me. What do I know? As far as his job goes, guys, who's to say? Here's what the corporate says. It'll be profitable. But they say that about everyone, don't they?
Damn right
I
they
don't
do.
know. I think it's a bunch of crap, personally. I guess we'll find out when we get out there, though. Shovel some corporate slop into my mouth.
Standing in the corner, still and almost imperceptible, a voice comes from the side of the room. Greetings, crew members. I see you are enjoying some refreshment. You see Adam, the company android, motionless in the corner, as he much likes to do, to unnerve the crew, stares at you with icy blue eyes and plasticky blonde hair that doesn't move on his head, wearing a plain white jumpsuit with Sabako, and underneath Adam written on it.
God damn it, Adam, stop sneaking up on us like that. Gah.
I do apologize.
Fucking hate these droids.
Adam, you gotta do us a favor and blink once in a while. You really,
Slowly,
Jesus.
eyes close and open again.
Yeah,
For
perfect.
effect.
I take my bowl of hot, somewhat solid eggs. I walk over to the corner where Adam is, straightening my glasses, wire rim glasses on my face. Adam,
Yes, Jules.
come by the lab later.
For what reason?
Why do I have to justify a reason? Aren't you just part of the crew?
The chain of command means that I take orders from the captain, Canute.
Oh, Adam, I take a drippy spoonful of eggs and shove it in my mouth. It's not an order. It's a request. Ugh. Programmers these days.
Affirmative. I will try to oblige. However, the captain is in a terrible mood. He'll be here shortly.
What else is new?
Wonder what trolled up his butt and died.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you don't give 70 IQ baseline humans command of a starship.
Yeah.
I agree. I would much prefer to be the captain,
Wouldn't that be great?
but I also need to fulfill my duties while you are all in hypersleep.
Adam, what do you mean you would prefer? Query the motivational logic.
Here
Query.
we go again.
Talking to bloody robots again.
Just at that moment, echoing down the corridor, the bulkhead rumbles as you hear, "Fucking company, piece of shit!" Bang, 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 thundering its way down the corridor.
Here comes Dad.
And he's pissed.
Adam says, "We will have to put that query on pause. The captain is arriving."
Thanks for telling us. Glad you're here, Adam.
Storming into the room is Captain Canute Gunderson, an old man, close to 65, greyed hair, bald head, stinking of alcohol already. It's 9 o'clock in the morning, local time. And he's got the patch on his shoulder of a Viking skull. And tucked in on his side is his trusty revolver, as always. Although it's not required for a captain to hold a weapon all the time, he likes to keep it on him for special occasions.
As soon as the captain enters the dining area, Rig stands to attention and salutes the captain.
I look over.
Well, at least someone's got some sense. Put down the food, Hank.
Morning, Captain.
I put the spoon back into the corporate gruel, and I slowly rise to my feet and give him a salute. Captain?
Hank? Rig?
I'm in the middle of putting a semi-solid spoonful of liquefied eggs into my mouth, speaking through my... whatever. Hi, Captain.
Let's go, Kendrick, on your feet.
Adam speaks up. Hello, Captain. Ah, Adam. Yes. Very fine salute. And you see Adam's got a perfect razor-sharp salute already on board. Yeah. Slowly moves up and down. Perfectly programmed for obedience to the command structure. Oh, the fucking company tobacco's been riding my ass.
It's because we've made $0, Captain.
Who fault is that, Hank?
Hey, man. This baby's purring. I don't know. But we're coming up empty on these star charts. Who's navigating this beast?
That would be Jules.
Do you have any idea of the vastness of space? Do you even fathom the orders of magnitude of precision required to successfully navigate this absolute beauty of a ship through the great black ocean to find something that is so much smaller than a needle in a haystack. This, you couldn't even... I start waving my spoon around and little bits of egg are flying, and some of it splatters on Adam's perfect white. Oh,
Slowly looks
that,
down.
Adam.
Slowly looks up.
At least she called it a nice ship, Jules.
Yeah, she's a real beauty.
She's not going to win any beauty contests, let's be real, but she'll get us where she needs to. And where
Well,
is
she
that
needs to
exactly?
get us some cargo real quick. We're low. We're down 20% this quarter.
Fork trucks are ready to go. Just take me to the place.
Look, I caught word of a scan coming up. We've got a ship in distress. It's broken down, needs a bit of help. Maybe we can assist on the way to the next system.
Oh, assisting to get a bit of a reward, eh? I like the sound of that.
Well, as you know, any cargo we help recover, we get back in kind.
Well, what's the percentage this time? Because last time, I got to be honest with you, Captain, it wasn't great.
Well, our results aren't great, so it's better than nothing.
I look back at Jules and shrug.
I take another bite of my eggs.
Look, we've only got 2 more cores left, so we better make this a good one.
I slide my chair across the floor. I get up. I head over towards the coffee. When I walk past Reg, I go, "How is it this morning?"
Shite as ever.
Yay. Pour myself
Recap
a glass, a cup.
Anyway, we've got something at the Rondi sector. It's a ship in distress. We should check it out. I want those engines up and running within the hour. We've got to get to cryosleep. Adam will sort it out, the navigation. Jules, you help him work on that. But yeah, get all shipped up.
Yep, you
All
got
right.
it, Captain. Aye,
All
aye.
right, Cap.
He storms out of the room.
Well, action at last.
He'll be snoozing by noon at that rate. He is fucking crushed. You smell it? He smells like a distillery.
Yeah, he reeks of it.
I take a... no, it's just the eggs. Some of the eggs.
I don't know how you eat that shit, Jules.
It's all just
gonna
basic
give you cancer.
compounds. I mean, once you understand the chemistry of it, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, I'll trust you on that one.
Plus, salt and hot sauce do a lot.
They only do so much, mate.
Yeah.
Leave the bowl of eggs on the table, mostly polished up. I turn over to Adam. Okay,
Adam's gone.
where did he go?
Disappeared.
He does that.
Jeez. You think that they'd, I don't know, put a speaker in him that warns us that he's around or something?
Well, he tried to put a bell on him, but he kind of noticed.
Well, it's because you hung it around his neck.
It's true.
Okay, well,
Well, he was gonna help.
I don't
He's not
disagree.
a cow, man.
Sometimes sometimes the simplest solution is the best. Speaking of which, I better go over to navigation. Make sure that we're pointed in the right direction, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna go take a look at the engines. The purge lines were giving me a little bit of shit, but that's not that uncommon at this point in the journey.
All right. Well, while you two are doing that, I'll head over to the armory before heading. We're going to get cryo.
Not sure.
All right. Well, I'll go check on the weaponry before we.
You would know having to make a jump, a cryo jaunt would be on the cards. Yep.
All right. Well, I'm going to go check on the armory before we head into cryo.
Ugh.
Make sure all the weaponry is all locked and loaded for whatever the hell we find on the ship.
I'd rather hang out with Adam than go into cryo. I hate that shit, man. Spooks me out.
Yeah, I know. I hate it. I have to detach my arm and legs to go into this bloody pods. It's a pain in the ass.
That would be true.
You know, I don't mean to push. Maybe someday we'll talk about how you got those. Maybe not today, though. I gotta hit those engines.
All right. Yeah, I'll take you up on that. You'll owe me a drink or two first, though.
Fair enough.
The crew splits up, and we follow Jules on his way to navigation in the command module on the Sabako RAS 62, The Long Goodbye.
I step into the command module.
It's much cleaner here. It's less rugged than the mess hall. It's more corporate.
Looking around the room, I look for my normal the seat in front of the terminal where wavelengths are monitored, redshift, the sensors of the long goodbye scrape the universe for what little information we can get. At the terminal, I sit in the chair, start typing away.
Adam turns his head. Hello, Jules. Can you double check the navigation for me?
Yep, doing that right now. Should take no time. Push the glasses up on the bridge of my nose.
You see on the screen, Jump 1 has been programmed to the Rondi sector. And you would know through hyperspace travel, it can take anywhere up to 1 to 20 days to travel. The time dilation is a fine art, and not many people can predict how long it will take. Some ships will jump somewhere and arrive before a signal has been sent. It's more of an art than science. Everything is programmed and ready. I will just need you to check my numbers. Then you may go to the hyperspace chamber.
I crack my knuckles, start reviewing the data. Critical success.
You don't need to roll. You're an experienced navigator. There's nothing stressful about this, but good job on this success, as the numbers are not correct.
I look over at Adam through my wire-rimmed spectacles.
Is there a problem, Jules?
No, Adam. Everything is fine. Just double checking as I correct the hidden mistakes.
I trust everything is in order.
Yep. Keep typing.
Excellent. I will go and inform the captain. Silently slinks out of the chair and leaves the room.
I watch him leave. Look back at the screen with the figures. Highlighted the bad piece of code. Pull out my personal computer, little portable computer. Put it on the induction pad on the console. Download the jump instructions to my personal computer. I'll have to look at that later. I hit the comm. Calling for the captain.
What is it? I'm busy.
I just want to let you know we're ready as soon as engineering gives us the go-ahead. Trajectory all plotted.
All right, get it done. I want it done yesterday.
And we cut to Hank, making his way to engineering.
As I'm clopping through the hallways, my boots echoing across the metal plating, I stop. Fear gets the better of me for a moment, and I slowly jog towards the cryo station. I'm going to make my way up to the cryo chamber, which is a bit of a out of the way.
Bit of a
I'm going to
trek.
head there first.
The cryo chamber is well maintained, featuring 12 cryopods in a row on the left wall. These cylindrical pods enough for a human, with a little visor in the front, and condensation and ice dusting up 2 of them.
I go over to the computer, and I want to start thumbing away on it. I'm going to run a diagnostic. I want to make sure everything's in order. Hank is nervous about getting into this thing.
You see, crewman Hubert West, your medic, is vitals stable and in cryosleep, and you also see engineer Monroe Lynch, your asteroid miner / engineer. They have been put into cryosleep and are currently on retainer as their shift has not started yet. This would often happen on long voyages where not all of the crew need to be active at any one time.
I walk over to the tube and just kind of tap on it with my finger. I wonder what you're dreaming about. If satisfied everything looks in order, I jog to engineering.
Passing down the corridor, as you run past the armory,
Boom, boom, boom.
we cut to Rig Helix.
So the armory is more of like a sanctuary for Rig. You know, he already knows that all the weapons are checked and are working well. That's kind of all he really does outside of, you know, moving the heavy shit for everybody else. So Rig walks into the armory, finds the nearest bench and sits down on it. The bench creaking under the weight of his immense bulk, and he'll just reach into his little jacket with his one remaining human hand and pull out this small jar, this murky jar with this fleshy looking thing in it, almost like grey matter, and he'll just sit there and kind of look at it, staring at this part of him in a jar. And he'll just sit there, just contemplating for a while before eventually putting it away, stowing it, getting back up, pats his heavy machine gun as he walks past it, and then starts heading towards the chiropods himself.
We cut back once again to Hank as he enters engineering.
I head over to the engines proper. I grab my push cart, which is festooned with tools. Some fall off as I push the cart over to the spot. I quickly look in the corner to see if Adam is lurking.
No sign.
Very well.
Adam doesn't make his way down to the engineering deck too often. You see a giant control panel with lots of industrial equipment leaning into a small window. Through the window is view of the long truss of the back end of the ship. The reactors and engines are far at the back of the ship, where the acute radiation cannot damage your precious bodily fluids. Everything looks nominal.
I thumb away a couple of the very utilitarian keyboard that's grease-stained and beat up. And I'm going to walk over to the relay circuitry. I'm going to pop the panel off with a screwdriver. Punk. And I'm going to start fiddling around with the wires, just double-checking that everything is secure. And then I'm going to take an external diagnostic tool and hardwire it right in and run it. Just checking engine stability.
They're running a little hot because the captain frequently pushes it too hard, which you oblige, but obviously you're inexperienced enough to keep things running enough to keep it from breaking down again.
I assume in this hallway there's a one of those CB type of comm devices. I pull it off the wall. I thumb for the bridge. Captain? Hank?
Oh, it never ends. What is it?
You gotta take a little sauce off the engines, Captain. They're running hot. We're about to go into cryo. I don't like it. We gotta bring the temp down. Better late than never. Hank out. I hang it up.
You can actually go ahead and shut down the engines now, because going into hyperspace, you won't need them where you're going. It's a different system, so
Perfect.
you can assume to shut them down entirely.
Excellent. I pop my diagnostic tool off, toss it back on the cart, and push myself over to the main off, the manual off, big levers. And I grab the main off lever and I just start slowly pulling it off, and then I go through the cycle. I pull the lever down to shut the main grid off. I go over, I click the red button to shut off the relay coils, and then finally I go over to the computer, head in, and tell the plasma conduits to begin the cooling process for off sequence.
A rumble
That
goes
should
through
do
the
it.
ship. The lights flicker as power is drained from the engines and transferred to the warp drive. The hyperspace core is getting ready to activate. Back in the navigation system, showing up on the screen.
Hyperspace drive. Online. Systems nominal.
I radio Jules. Jules, this is Hank.
Yes, Hank. Go ahead.
Hyperdrive is ready when you are.
Yep. Calculations look good. On my way to cryo now.
I'll meet you there.
Adam looks at you before you leave, Jules. Have a safe Sleep, Jules. I will see you when you wake up.
I stop, hesitating at the threshold to the navigation. I turn. I look in silence at Adam for a moment. Thanks.
You do not want to be late.
Hey, don't forget, I'd like to talk about that motivation you mentioned. It's fascinating.
Maybe when you wake up.
Right. I turn, walking out of navigation into the corridor towards cryo. I pull out my computer where I've saved the code that Adam had created. Paying more attention to the computer as I walk, I type in, looking for justifications of the errors that were there.
A few minutes go by, and your terminal brings back an analysis where the navigation just seems to be off slightly. A little bit of a error, perhaps, in Pi, where the location was slightly tweaked. It still might have put you in the system, but maybe slightly off course. It just looks like sloppy work.
I make a few notes on my portable computer. The note is a query, a word, entropy, the question mark. Affects artificial intelligence? I put the computer back into my lab coat pocket as I walk into the cryo bay.
And you see there Hank Maddox and Rig. One second. I know your last name. Rig Helix and Captain Knut Gunderson, already in his tidy whities, putting his gear in the lockers provided, but strangely almost naked except for his underwear, his revolver still on his hip. Never be too careful.
Everything all right, Jules?
Yes, as I open my locker and start disrobing. Everything is fine.
Jules, roll a fear save. Because it sounds like Jules is quite unnerved as you gain a stress for your failure.
I take off my spectacles and put them on the shelf in the locker.
I walk over to the locker next to his and open it. I glance over at him and give it an inquisitive shrug. You all right?
I look up, glasses off. Hank's blurry in front of me. Do you think... Nah, it's nothing. It's nothing. I shrug off my clothes and start taking my pants off, hanging them.
I thumb towards the cryo pads. I go, and I thought I hated this shit. You look white as a ghost. There's a bucket over there if you need it.
No, it's that's just physics and chemistry. There's no problem there.
I point to Rig. I go, look at that. Confident.
You really should clean that up, Hank. It is a health hazard.
Rig's over in the other side of the room, currently removing all of his cybernetic limbs so that he fits in the pods.
Knut says from the pod, "Last time we hit 0G turbulence, that shit went everywhere. Clean it up when we wake up."
Lucky you, Adam.
Ah, yes. A pleasure.
With a metallic clang, I close the locker door, standing there, almost naked.
The pod is ready for you, Jules.
I look back over
Would
it.
you like me to engage the system for you?
No, I actually prefer to do it myself. Thank you.
Very well. And he walks over to the captain's pod.
My eyes follow him, blurry in my uncorrected vision.
I slam my locker kind of loud. God damn, he gives me the creeps. Standing there in my own underwear. Kind of thin. A lot of bad choice tattoos when I was younger. Greasy hands still. They never become clean. And I slink over towards my cryopod. Eyeballing Adam all the way.
The captain's pod closes and mist fills the area as Adam walks over to Rig's pod.
Can you help me inside now? He's got one arm.
Of course, Rig.
Stumpy little legs.
Picks you up with the smooth strength of an android, gracefully lifts you up and carefully places you in the pod.
That's
and begins
beautiful.
Clicking the terminal.
Night, night, Adam.
Good night, Rig. And he presses the button and the blackness. Walks over to Hank. Would you like me to engage the pod?
I got it.
Okay.
I got it. I put my hand on his chest.
Have a safe jump.
I finished putting in the last instructions on the side of my pod, the 15-second countdown. Get in, shivering against the cold.
Getting into the pod brings on a little bit of claustrophobia for Hank. His respiration picks up. His blood pressure, no doubt, is through the roof. He tries to calm down as the pod closes in around him.
Hank, roll a fear save. See how calm you remain.
Fail. Son of a bitch. Wait. Don't close it. Don't close it. Fuck. I bang on the glass. Give me just a second. I try to steel myself and not panic.
You see Adam's icy blue eyes staring at you through the pod, pausing.
I flip him off and just close my eyes and focus on my breathing.
You go unconscious. All the crew is unconscious. All we see is Adam go to check the monitors on the main station and then walk out of the room as the comfort of sleep, hyperspace sleep, grips you all. Outside of the ship, moments later, a warping effect surrounds the front of the ship as space seems to mold into a cone of darkness as you are stretched and sucked in, and a flash of light. The ship is gone. It is said that sometimes you can have dreams while traveling in hypersleep. This is a way of the computers keeping your mind from going insane. Rig, what comes to your dreams as you sleep?
Rig thinks back to the fields of his home planet of Vessel 4, stuck in the perpetual wars of the system. Dreams about walking through this ruined city. He's been here before. You can hear his squad mates fanning out around him as the whistling comes down from above. And he can't escape this nightmare. It keeps happening over and over.
You start to feel sick, feverish. The adrenaline flushes through your veins. There's a pain in the side of your gut.
Pain he's used to, but does this seem different?
The wound, it's necrotizing too fast. It's spreading.
Rig is clawing at his side.
Spider webs of dying blackened flesh are pulling out of your body, leaking onto the ground.
He's trying to hold his necrotizing guts into his stomach, your intestines spilling out the wound as they're rotting through his fingers. No.
Roll a fear save.
Not again. That's 63 failure. No. Save me. And just panicking, just all innards falling out the sides. Can't. That's just screaming until his voice gives out.
Hank, you dream the peaceful dreams of hypersleep. What goes on in Hank's mind?
Hank's dream centers around the wonderful feeling of walking on the deck of the Erebus, his last job, his last good corporate job. And he is drunk in this dream. It's the last time he was drunk. And he is feeling real good. He's so far away from the hard life of the Juniper colony. And it quickly fast forwards to fire ripping through the engineering section and killing 2 of his crewmates and causing tons of damage on the ship. He wonders if the control module was disaligned by himself when he was inebriated, or if it was just an honest mistake. But he thinks of the charred bodies.
Laughter. You begin to hear laughter.
Looking around engineering on the Erebus, he starts walking towards the laughter, trying not to look down at the charred bodies, doing anything but looking down. The drunken feeling making him feel sick with the responsibility that he may have caused this.
The view changes to the streets of Prospero's dream as children's voices, laughter, is all around you. You start getting hit, back of the head, side of the chest, as rocks are being thrown by these children as they are laughing at you. They know what you did.
God damn it! Stop it! It wasn't me! I start
Roll a
running.
fear save. Start running.
Success.
The laughter dies down, and you are back aboard the engineering deck.
I squint my eyes really tight, take a few breaths, and then open them up, looking up at the ceiling, knowing that at my feet there are charred bodies of my compatriots that may be dead because of my failure. The last time I drank.
Jules.
In my dream, I stand at a lectern back at the university, giving a dissertation on the quintessence, the theoretical form of dark matter and how it interacts and could have implications for hyperspace travel, the advanced mathematics around warp. As I give this lecture out towards a darkened room,
You hear meowing of cats coming from the audience, coming from the hall.
I pause for a moment in the middle of my advanced lecture on this. The screen behind illustrating the theories and the complex formula. Pause. Did one of you bring a cat?
The smell of ammonia and piss permeates the air, stinging the nostrils. They're yowling, they're fornicating, they're urinating everywhere. The air is wet with humidity. You lose count of the cats now surrounding you.
Take a step back from the lectern, now seeing that I was speaking not to students, not to faculty members, not to colleagues, but just mangy cats everywhere. My hand goes to my neck, looking for dog tags that aren't there.
Roll a fear save.
Failure. I stumble back, tripping over a cat that screams. I start screaming myself as the cats start jumping on me.
And that is the last thing you remember, as unconsciousness takes you once more. Until all three of you begin to hear, cutting through the dream, doot, 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 as red light fills the pod as you awaken. Doot.
Warning, hull breach. Warning, oxygen levels 20%. Warning, hull breach. Compromised. Cryopods damaged.
You see Riggs waking from cryo immediately, clawing at the side where the wound was, just slamming into the metal plates that are there now.
Shit. What the fuck is going on?
The muffled voice reverberating around you. The panel in front of you is red and orange as flickering orange light is coming through the area.
Warning, fire detected. In cargo bay. Warning, fire detected. In navigation, warning, fire detected. Fire chamber, warning.
Rig is desperately trying to reach across the pod with his organic arm to press the release buttons that are on the wrong side of the pod for him. Just trying to get the pod open so he can get out.
Roll a fear save as the others, you are now awake in the pod.
Hank, his eyes beaming bright, he wakes up in a huff. The fire from his dream, he's confused when he hears fire coming over. He assumes he's still dreaming for a minute, and then the absolute horror when he realizes he is not. And he's like, let me out of this thing. He's banging on it, trying to push it open, forgetting that there are buttons available for him.
Roll a strength check.
Yes. Success. No, failure. Sorry.
The pod smashes open as you put your hand through it, and the cut on your arm trickles blood as you lose 1 point of damage. You lose one hit point.
God damn it.
But it is now open.
I crawl through. I immediately run over to any computer that I can utilize diagnostics on. I want to see a schematic
You
of the
see
long goodbye.
the smoke is filling the room, and moments later you hear,
Fire suppression system.
and this powder comes out, or the fire system goes off and manages to subdue the flames coming from a conduit in the corner.
I cough that fire suppression and smoke out of my lungs.
You see two other pods are still lit, where others have this red glow as the numbers in front of them read red and 0.
I sprint over to Riggs' pod. I say, let me help you out, buddy. I reach in and grab him.
Take it kindly. Just drop me over by that bench. I should be able to get the rest of them on myself.
All right. I pick him up. Kind of surprised at how light he is without his legs. I've never picked up a man like this before. I run him over to where he wants and I set him down.
Thank you. Good.
The lockers are strewn open, and parts of his equipment, of your equipment, of the crew's equipment is strewn about the room as the lockers have ruptured.
I rip Jules' pod open.
Blinking away, bleary vision. So I stood up.
Let's go, Professor.
I smell. Wait, the fire suppression system's off. What's going on?
We got a clusterfuck, man. We got hull breaches. We got fire. Where's the captain? I look towards his pod.
You see the captain's pod now red, and in the faceplate is a metal girder smashed right through the front of the pod. Anyone who sees this, roll a fear save, as he's been pulverized.
I take 2 steps towards his pod and look in and then turn and go "Bleh," and barf on the deck.
Rig looks across and sees the captain impaled, but
He is fucked. He's dead. The captain's dead.
well and truly. Rig's seen lots of death, so doesn't panic.
You also see pods of Monroe and Hubert, your medic, flatlined. As one pod is full of water, or the blue liquid, and the other seems clear, but the vitals are non-responsive.
Oi, Hank, the others make it?
Doesn't look good, man. Looking flatline from here. Oh, God. Oh, fuck.
What the
Jesus
fuck happened?
Christ.
Jules, what the fuck happened? This jump was supposed to be all good, right?
I don't know, but if we got decompression, I got to get to it. Help Jules get his glasses. We got to get moving here, guys. We got work to do. We're fucking dead, man. We got to go.
Yeah, right. I'm just working on my arm now. Give me a minute.
Breathing heavy. I'm on all fours, searching through the belongings of the crew that are strewn about for my glasses. Eventually, I find them. Put them on, shaking hands. Look over to Riggs, attaching his cybernetics.
I had a bad feeling about this one. You did too, man. You did too. I point to Jules.
Deet, 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 deet. Just all in the background. Deet, deet, deet. Klaxons going off. Orange and red lights.
I start running to engineering to get my tools. And, huffing and puffing, sweating.
The corridors seem to be tilting sideways as you feel gravity begin to turn slightly, as there's a slight lean to the corridors.
I sort of stabilize and reach, thinking to myself, the grav system's been hit. We're going to have to look at that, but priority one is decompression.
Where are you heading, sorry?
To where the decompression alarm is. I want to look at a schematic of the damage report.
That would be found in the command module.
Got it.
At the front of the ship, yeah.
All right.
All ship systems controlled from there.
So close.
Pretty close. There's also number 7, life support, oxygen, anti-grav, and I believe thermal control.
I head towards life support first.
Very well. Into the life support doorway, you see smoke around the top as it cutting through the red lights of the emergency lighting. The fire seems to be suppressed.
Where the fuck did the fire come from? I step in, sort of waving the smoke away.
Wafts in and begins to flow out onto the corridor.
I leave the life support door into the life support pod open to try to vent some of the extra smoke out of there so I can see what I'm doing.
Sure, you see the readouts and the terminals. Oxygen levels compromised. 11% remaining.
Fuck.
Artificial gravity failure. Thermal control. Fire suppression active.
I'm going to try to figure out the source of how we're losing oxygen, and I want to get to that spot right away. So I look at the life support computer, and I'm going to do a little bit more of a comprehensive diagnostic on it.
Sure, we cut to Jules and Helix now assumably attaching his limbs, or has attached the limbs.
Yeah, now that Riggs' limbs are all attached, you'll hear the hiss and the pistons and servos firing as he stands up, walks over to the captain's pod with his large servo arm, just smashes through the glass, and then reaches in and grabs the pistol off the revolver off his hip.
Slick with blood, the leather snaps as you rip it off the hip.
Just in case. All right, Jules. What now?
I finished putting on my lab coat, now fully dressed. I gotta check on that one pod. I mean, obviously the other one, they've drowned. But I'm gonna check on this one. Marine, you just be careful around Adam. I didn't tell anybody this, there wasn't time, but when I was in navigation and we were plotting out this jump, there were some glaring errors in his calculations. I corrected them, but it's not impossible that he altered it.
You reckon Adam did this?
Well, I point at the girder through the captain's cryopod. I don't think it was him. And it sure wasn't me. I don't make those kind of elementary mistakes.
All right, loud and clear. Don't trust Adam.
Don't trust him. I bend down,
All right.
examining the flat line for this cryopod.
The control system has been completely disabled and it's fluctuating with power. And it is not seeming to be reading any life signs, but it looks to be malfunctioning in the first place.
On the side of the cryopod, I reach over, looking for the emergency release.
You find it very easily labeled for emergency release.
I slam the button and take a step back as the pod goes through its programs.
It seems to have already been in the process of deactivating as you see the body of Monroe Lynch calmly lying in the pod, blissfully asleep almost.
I step back over and examine for a pulse.
You feel a very slight pulse, and even as the cold is entering the pod, you see warm breath leave his mouth and nostrils.
Rig, Monroe's alive.
He made it. Yeah, right. What can we do for him?
Well, let's get him out of
Get
this
him out of the pod.
pod if you could. I take a step back.
Yeah, right. Rick steps forward and, as gingerly as he can, lifts up poor Monroe.
Monroe groans as you lift him. And we cut back to Hank. Hank, you're staring at the console for the life support.
If there's a comm unit in here, I grab it and I thumb it and I buzz. I buzz. I attempt to buzz. Hello, check.
Rig has built-in short-range comms into his head, so if his signal is coming through, he can pick it up.
It feels like there's no signal coming in from internal comms at all. As in, Rig doesn't get any sort of ping, and Hank, all you hear is static through the receiver.
I angrily throw the receiver and slam it against the wall. God damn it. I'm looking at oxygen levels, air
9%.
quality, pressure integrity.
Hull breach.
I sprint to command.
You go to command.
Wherever the hull breach is, wherever we're venting air.
Right, we'll stay on you.
I approach the command bulkhead. Is it intact?
It is intact. It is indeed. As you see the command module, which contains piloting, comms, navigation, door in front of you.
Looking at the readout to the right of the door, I run a quick bypass, pushing the buttons, looking to see if command is in fact decompressed. Searching.
Oxygen seems to be nominal inside the room. No lockdown procedure in the room itself. The airlock has an automatically sealed safe for safety.
Very well. I open the bulkhead. I start thumbing the pad.
It opens. And the
I
room,
rush over.
the command room, bathed with red light.
I rush over to the main diagnostic computer on the bridge.
You see the glass window out into open space and the ring of consoles around the chairs in front of it. Error messages streaming across the console. And a vista before you in the glass.
I look out into space. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Fuck. I grab the console, I turn it towards me, I take a knee, I'm looking at it, and I start trying to prioritize or triage the issues that are rolling through, looking for the source of the decompression.
As you search for the source, outside the viewport is a graveyard of spacecraft. Hundreds of broken hulls and shattered components orbit a dark red planet with a tide-locked moon. One vessel looms in the distance, less than 2 kilometers away. Like a hammerhead shark, its dark body stands out amongst the derelict ships, not for its color, but for the blinking red and orange lights flickering in the darkness.
Who the hell are you? I say under my breath.
Coming into view is the back end of the long goodbye, as the fuselage and engines are floating off in front of the ship, as gas and fuel vents into space.
I drop my head for a minute and feel my legs get weak, and I lean against the console. Oh boy. boy, this ain't good. I gotta tell the others. I turn and head back towards the only remaining people who are alive.
Okay.
Rig, we should get Monroe to medbay.
Yeah, I agree.
Plus, it gets us a little closer to the command and life support systems.
Yeah, I'm alright not staying here, lad. Let's go.
He vomits up liquid.
Ah, shit, Monroe. Fucking hell. Look, you'll be alright, mate. There's been an accident. Something's happened while we were in hyperjump.
Sort of trying to talk, but not coming out.
Just rest, mate. Rest. We can get you to the med room, alright? Jules, fucking, which corridor is it? It's down that one?
Just down this one. I point to the left.
Right.
It's dark and disorientating. Normal situations, you would be able to make your way through the ship, but everything's dark and smoky.
Rig activates his shoulder-mounted torch spotlight, and it illuminates up to 10 meters in front of us.
Well, look at you.
Perfect. Yeah, just down there.
All right, let's go. Stomp, 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 stomp.
I look behind the umbilical corridor heading down towards engineering. Pause for a moment, and then follow Rig towards medbay.
Hank, were you heading to medbay?
I was heading back to where they would have been. I'm running towards the cryo chambers.
So I think in the interests of expediency, you would meet somewhere, you would hear the noise of footsteps of the crew making its way in the distance.
Rig running isn't quiet.
Yeah, the metal footprints are clanking.
Hearing Riggs clanking on the metal footprints, I alter my course. I turn and start jogging that way, trying to keep it together.
And you will find yourselves again in the med bay now. The crumpled mess of this room, all the instruments have been strewn out everywhere. Power is off, the lights are flickering red, and there is equipment and supplies and bandages all out of the cabinets all over the room.
Rig tenderly puts Monroe down on one of the beds and starts looking around the room. I ain't no doctor, Jules. Is there something you can do for him?
I'm a real scientist. I don't do much biology. I look down at him and I try to. Yeah, he's probably got some fluid still in his lungs. I tip him over towards me and I hold him so he can spit out the cryo fluid.
Jesus Christ, is he gonna
What
live?
happened? What happened?
We don't know yet.
You see Monroe Lynch, this crumpled man, hunching over, spitting out the last vestiges of the cryo fluid from his lungs. He's got sallow skin, pot-marked face, and he's in his underwear, which is stained with fluid as he's coughing. What happened?
Also in his underwear, Hank is standing before all of you. Look, I don't want to rain on anybody's parade here, but we got some real problems, man. The ass end of this ship has been, I saw it floating in the view screen from the bridge. Not to panic anybody.
What do you mean, not to panic us? Holy shit.
The ship's in two pieces?
It's in two pieces. We're on the good piece. But we got some real fucking problems, man. There's some kind of ship out there, Rig. Maybe you know what it is. It looks like some kind of assault vessel, a hammerhead, man, like a shark.
Shit, hammerhead.
It's the only vessel alive out there. Good news, we're where we're supposed to be. We're at a salvage area. I mean, it's a gold mine out there if we can get through this, but we got to stop the O2 from venting. And I got to get down to engineering.
Wait, we're running out of fucking oxygen.
Yeah, a little bit here and there. Nothing to panic about yet.
Wait, what do you mean nothing to panic about? What level are we at?
Well, it's not great, Rig. I'm going to be honest with you.
You would know, in this machine shop area of your vessel, which is further away from the fuselage, the engines, would contain vac suits for all the crew, utility options, and then you also have the exterior hangar further down the ship that you can check if you wish.
So a couple things, guys. We might want to keep the vac suits handy. And I'm going to see if we got some scrubbers. I'm going to check the machine shop. But we need to figure out in engineering, and listen, calling it catastrophic is being generous, but we're going to need all hands on deck trying to fix this goddamn breach. But we might want to be ready to hit the exterior pod and vac suits and, well, you know, that's just the way it goes sometimes out here. Fuck. I'm just trying to keep my shit together, you know?
Yeah, right. Shit.
9%, Rig. 9%.
9%? Wait, 9%? 9%.
That's the number, buddy. So let's get to work. And if you can help him, I lower my voice. If you can help him, you can help him. If you can't, you can't. We got bigger fish to fry.
Yeah,
I head out.
Ain't no help to nobody if we can't breathe.
We can't maneuver. We've lost our drive. We have small
Come on.
maneuvering. That's it.
What about the shuttle? If you said there's another ship out there, can we take the shuttle to that ship? Maybe it's less fucked than ours.
Sure, but I have a feeling they're responsible for this fucking mess. You might want to try to identify that ship. You're a Marine, right?
Yeah. Well, what about if I head back up to the bridge to have another look at this ship? You guys can either go try and fix this oxygen or see if you can get the shuttle ready.
Jules on me. Sounds like a plan, Rig.
Where are the
Alright.
vac suits kept? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention during the briefing.
Follow me.
Okay, Monroe, just stay here. Just stay here.
What? Now, before you all leave, you all would know, as the acute hypersleep sickness is now wrecking your faculties, you see strewn about the floor in a medicine cabinet the all-important stim packs on the wall to cure hypersleep sickness.
Oh. Are those what I think those are, Jules?
Yeah, those are. Oh, almost forgot.
It would be a routine things to quickly recover from hypersleep sickness.
Listen, Jules, we're all a little fucked up right now. We're all missing shit. It's a little crazy out there. Let me ask you something. Have you got... I look around. I check the shadowy corners of the med bay. Have you guys seen that goddamn robot?
Crouch down, I pick up one of the stims, injecting it into my leg.
A wave of clarity shoots through your mind as the feeling of sluggishness melt away.
I toss one of the stims over to Hank and then grab another two from the floor. One of them I inject into Monroe.
Thank you kindly.
Monroe breathes out, exhales, inhales. Thank you. I think I could walk.
Good. I press the other stim pack into his hand. I don't know that Rig took this in all the excitement. He's in command. Go give him this. We're going to head over. I'm going with the engineer, Hank.
Okay, I'm gonna. He grabs a medical coat, covers his body, covers his shame, and he runs out the door to follow Rig. Command, you said?
Yes, command, I shout back.
All right, gotcha. How's the captain? How's Hubert?
He's tip-top. Just head to command.
All right.
I look over at Hank. Tip top?
I go like, what I shrug like, what do you, I mean, he's barely cognizant, buddy.
Hank, did you take a stim pack?
Yes. I have it in my hand. Pardon me. I jam it into my shoulder.
Floods through the bloodstream. Clarity, like taking a hit of ammonia, of smelling salts, as your the wound on your hand where you punched the screen feels a lot better, and the bleeding congeals and stops as you regain a hit point.
Outstanding. I grab a couple of those. Now, as fun as it is running around in my skivvies with you, Jules, I need to put something on, but first things first, let's head to engineering. I got some overalls, coveralls down that way.
Okay, so we've got Jules and Hank running to engineering to look at the exterior hangar, correct?
Correct.
And we've got Rig and Munro meeting up in the command.
Yep.
Who would you like to focus on?
Monroe.
Rig.
Munro.
Cool.
Munro catches up. Rig!
Oh, lad, what's it?
Oh, what's going on?
Oh, fuck knows. There's apparently another ship. Shit went wrong in the jump.
Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck is that? You're looking out the red view screen. Where the fuck are we?
Holy shit! I look up at this military vessel, and I'm trying to check for any kind of emblems, insignia.
Outside the view screen, you see darkness all around you, lit only by the redness of the planet reflecting off. You see the moon, the dark moon in the corner. You see all these derelicts floating in space, and this ship shining like a beacon. These little lights flickering on the ship, the only one in your view. Suddenly, the whole ship lights up in brilliant light and illuminates the whole area and flickers with full power. Holy shit.
The hell?
They've got power.
They're doing better than us.
This ship is not derelict. It's clean. It's undamaged. It's powered up.
I'm hitting my comms and I'm trying to Hank, Jules, come in. Anyone? Fuck, that's not right.
You getting anyone?
No one.
Shit,
Nothing.
where's the captain? Where's Adam?
I don't know.
I'm going to check the comms.
The comms are down.
It's just downstairs.
I just did it.
It's just downstairs.
All right, well...
Oh, did you do it?
Well, not the comms room, but I've checked my comms. I thought my...
Yeah, I mean the comms room, the main line. I'm going to go check it.
Is that on the way to the shuttles? Because we don't have fucking time.
It's like a few tiers, one below the command unit, the main command unit you're in. Just take a trip down the ladder, you'll get there.
All right, let's
go.
go.
A minute tops.
All right, let's go. Not leaving him alone.
All right, you follow him. As we cut back to the exterior hangar, the corridor leading out, the doors at the end of this thoroughfare, as we cut back to Hank and Jules.
I stop for a second, and I turn and I look directly into Jules' eyes. I say, listen, man. Shit's fucked. All right? Now, I don't trust that goddamn android as far as I can throw him, and I don't think I could throw him that far. And I gotta be honest with you, man. He's creeping me right out. Where is he? Where'd he go? You trust that guy? Also, we might want to get to a weapons locker, get some weapons, man, because I saw some shit out there. It looked like military, I don't know, pirates or some shit.
Look, I push my spectacles back up the bridge of my nose. None of that matters. 9% oxygen. It doesn't matter. We need to get to that utility pod.
First,
Our only thing with, I mean, the ship is dead. You know it. I know it. Why are you still naked? Can you please put cover?
I got my skivvies on. Calm down, brother.
Just as you say that, Jules, you see the lockers in front of the area to the exterior hangar with 4 vac suits neatly aligned on the wall, as you would need to don one to get out of the exterior hangar.
Look at that.
I follow pointing to the vac suits. Right.
You can't go in there with your lab coat on.
I move over to the vac suits, take off my lab coat, start pulling the suit on.
I help him get it in.
Are you getting one on as well, Hank?
Absolutely.
Okay. So spacesuits actually take quite a while to get into. I've seen upwards from 45 minutes on the NASA schematics, but if donned hastily with help from either of you, I'm willing to cut that time down to 20 minutes. But that's just letting you know the timeline. This would happen for everyone.
Quick, help me on this. Can we get it on?
Yeah, let's go. Listen, halfway through, as he's sticking a leg into the suit, I go, we can do it the fast way, we can do it the right way.
The fast way is the right way. 9%,
You say so.
Hank.
All right.
All right, both of you give, let's just take a point of stress, just flat, add a point of stress, just because of you're disregarding the safety protocols. To hell with safety. Leaks be damned, you're putting this suit on. And we cut back to a voice down the corridor. Oh shit! Oh no! Oh, what the fuck? I found Adam! I found him!
What?
Well, what's left of him?
Oh, what the fuck? I'll move forward to see him as well.
In the comms room now, all around is the smoke. The smoke and electricity the fire has been suppressed, but there's coming from the console, and hand on the console, attached to Adam, who is leaking synthetic blood all down his eyes, is stuck, being electrocuted at this comms panel. Oh shit, don't touch him, don't touch him. Oh.
Yeah, I'm not gonna touch him, I'm fucking made of metal. I look around for something in the room that's non-conductive.
Maybe,
A wooden chair? No.
Wooden chair?
Wooden chair doesn't exist in the world.
What would you find?
What's the comms room? Would there be some sort of like even a plastic seat perhaps?
Definitely plastic seats.
Fantastic.
On most things, yes.
Yeah, well, Rig will pick up a plastic seat and try and throw it at Adam to like knock him away from the screen.
Excellent. This chair flies through the air, bashes him on the side as he falls to the floor now.
And then Rig pulls the revolver that he took off the captain and he's holding it, pointing it at Adam's head.
You see Adam just flickering on the floor, his eyes moving back and forth, starting to move now, and he opens its mouth, and his voice is no longer smooth. It's cutting out. The vocalizer is going...
Adam, the fuck have you done?
Rig. Hello? What? You are not due to be out of hypersleep.
What the fuck happened?
I detected an anomaly during hyperspace travel. I was not able to disable the engines before the accident.
Accident? What fucking accident? Tell me plain what fucking happened.
The warp core power drained mid-jump, and we were ripped out into space. We are in some kind of failure detected. I traveled to the comms room to hail the other ship.
Yeah, I saw the other ship. Did you get through, or?
Memory.
Incomplete.
Useless fucking droid.
He tries to move and only whimpers on the floor. His arms seem to move. One goes up and one goes down. He sort of skitters up and down on the floor.
Bloody droids. Monroe, I don't think there's anything we can do to fix these comms.
He's fucked, mate. He's fucked. Shit. Where's the captain?
What, you didn't see the captain?
No, he said he was fine.
Who said?
Hank said he was fine.
How can he be fine? He's got a fucking skewer through him. I don't think he's fine.
What the fuck? And we cut back to Hank, now fully suited up, as well as Jules in your vac suits. You now have internal comms. Shortwave comms.
Beautiful. Listen to me, pal. We get into that utility pod, we're gonna see why they're worth $2.5 million. They can hold about a month. So maybe we get rescued. Maybe that hammerhead thing out there picks us up. I don't know, but we're losing the long goodbye. It's time to say goodbye to the long goodbye. You know what I mean? I mean, this ship is not gonna make it, Jules. It's not gonna make it.
Yes, of course. I understood that. Why don't we check that utility pod, make sure it's not damaged? Because if it is, well...
Utility pod's gonna be fine. You'll see.
I stand outside the airlock to the
The
external.
airlock begins to cycle and close behind you. Decompression. The air is sucked out.
Let's hope these suits hold.
The light goes green.
I activate the external light of the vac suit. It's power.
It lights up the door in front of you. The green light on the corner, signaling decompression success.
I cycle the exterior airlock door.
It opens silently to space.
How you feeling, Jules?
A little queasy.
Yep, that's normal. You got any zero-G training?
No?
Alright. Here's the deal. It's getting a little bit disorientating. Try not to look around too much out there. You're gonna start to feel a little swirly in your tummy. That's not good. You throw open that thing, you're gonna be hating life.
Great, I'm glad you mentioned that. I'm sure that won't happen now.
No, you listen now. You'll be alright. Just keep your eyes focused on something close. Forget about the stuff around you. Walk slow.
It's like being led through life by a TA.
Listen, we're gonna get out of this. We have to.
It's safe to say that you also found mag boots in that little alcove, correct? And your mag boots have activated and are securing you to the hole.
When you pull on that boot, Jules, it's gonna pop off. Don't pull too hard or you're gonna go for a ride and, well, that's the end of Jules. Don't take big steps.
I shuffle forward. Thunk, thunk, thunk. Magnetic boots keeping me attached to the ship, heading towards the utility pod.
You now see the bay far ahead, 50 meters ahead.
It's a bit of a walk.
Anything after the utility pod hangar, the little platform where they're attached, you see one utility pod remaining. The other one is nowhere to be seen, as just terminating on that hangar bay, the pad is twisted metal and the truss flayed out as the whole back end of the ship is gone. And shackled to the pad is one utility pod, carrying capacity 2, 1 month of power.
Jules, listen. These pods can carry 2 people.
Yeah, so?
Don't you see the other one?
I look around, and then I catch a glimpse of something red. I look around, I see this planet and the ship for the first time. It's way too close.
Focus, Jules. Don't look out there. You're gonna get disorientated.
Look at that planet. Look at the...
Forget the planet, Jules. There's one goddamn pod, 4 guys. Do the math.
I'm just transfixed. Hank's voice becomes more distant in my comms. My intellect starts racing the planet and the red and the chemistry and the physics and the ship that stands now fully powered off our bow.
Just at that moment, the lights of the ship in the distance fizzle and blink out. And that is where we will pause for today, as we will see you next time as the derelict blinks out of power. Gentlemen, well done.
All right.
What a sesh.
Whew.
We can talk a little bit about it, then we'll take a little break and we'll
Sounds
get
good.
back to the next one. How do you feel?
Not a lot of salvaging going on in a
Not yet.
salvage mission.
Not yet.
Salvaging our life.
Trying to stay alive.
Yes.
As Dean, as you said, there's a bounty of salvage. You're in a graveyard of ships.
Indeed.
There's your fucking salvage, mate.
We
It's
just
all
The
around
only
us.
problem is that our ship is now salvaged. So
What a twisted irony. What a twisted irony.
Unless we plan to conduct boarding operations on the Hammerhead.
Well, it may
leading the way.
Maybe in the cards. There are other vac suits, you are aware. There's plenty to choose from.
Could Rig set up a vac suit over his augmented body?
That's a question I have.
Yeah. It's ergonomically made to be fit in clothing and actual doorways.
That's true, they're big.
Like
Cool.
you've got prosthetic limbs, but I would imagine them to be functional.
Beauty.
You don't want
Unless
to
you
poke
wanted
any
to be
holes in it with your pokey cybernetics.
Yeah. Just roll up the leg on one side. Yeah, you don't need that part.
Yeah,
So yeah.
I felt like we weren't giving Rig enough. We were just blathering on. Hopefully you were not
I think at the start, Rig got plenty of time, but just towards that last end, maybe we focused on you guys. But
No, if Rig's not there, Rig can't do much talking in the scene.
I think that was a good scene with the fate of Adam.
Yes.
How
and,
good of you were at electronic repair?
with an intelligence of 27 because I rolled snake eyes? Not very.
Not bad.
I got dumb.
How's everyone doing for stress? You failed a couple of rolls there.
I got 6.
Ooh. Now, you have 5. Did you start with the minimum 2?
I did, and then I failed 1, 2,
3 times?
fear checks. Oh, I got 6. I have 6 as well.
Crispy and Dean, you're both on 6.
Yep.
Rig is sitting at a comfortable 4, but that he hasn't found out that there's only 2 life seats available yet. So,
And as Crispy said, you had your turn inflation. You didn't even get a chance to play.
That's right.
played plenty, just at the wrong end of the ship.
Yeah. Yes. All right. So that was episode 1 of, what did we call it? The Law of Salvage.
Law
got
of
it.
Salvage.
That was episode 1 of Nobody Wake the Bugbear, Table Runner Crispy, and Gallows Humor Games presents The Law of Salvage, an actual play of the introductory module. I'm not gonna say what the module's called yet. So
we can't Google it on the break.
you can't Google it on the break.
Oh, yeah, right.
Anyway, this very popular module was included in the adventure Dead Planet, published by Tuesday Night Games for the Mothership Sci-Fi Horror RPG. This YouTube video shows artwork from the module along with additional art by myself to adapt it into an immersive video experience. The music in this episode has been brought to you by Carl Casey at White Bat Audio and Alex Nakarada from creatorchords.com. Other sound effects and music has been sourced from freesound.org, also using the Creative Commons license. Almost done. Sorry, guys. This show would not be possible without the generous support of our patrons. If you would like to support the show and listen to episodes early, you can join and find us at www.patreon.com/NWTBPODCAST. It would also, of course, not be possible without the collaboration of Table Runner Crispy and Dean from Gallows Humor Games. Please go check out their channels. Crispy and Dean, would you like to tell the people where they can find you?
You'll find me at Table Runner on YouTube. Check me out there.
Yep, if you just Google Gallows Humor Games with Dean, you'll find me right on YouTube over there. That's where I would direct people. It's a bit of a humble beginning, that channel. I'm just breaking into the
You have a more
space.
prestigious channel, do you not?
I do film and TV stuff at LSG Media. That channel's not that big. The podcast is got a bigger following than the YouTubes. I'm still new to the video world, but we're working on it.
Excellent. And thank you, Andrew, for joining me also.
It's a pleasure to be here as always.
Of course, you can't, you're locked up. I'm the warden.
That's it.
Isn't that the joke the others make?
Yep.
Yep. And thank you to everyone who watched and listened to the show. If you like this sort of thing, please be loud about it. And who knows, we might see you in episode 2. I think that's going to happen, but we'll find out. We'll keep you anticipating. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye, guys.
All right, lads, leave everything recording.
Yes.
Yep.
And I'm going to go to the toilet, get a beverage, and then we'll come back. Crispy, how are you going for time remaining?
I'm good until I'm good for another 2 hours, maybe. Hour and 45.
That is a lot of time.
Hour and 45.
An hour from now?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I could
Excellent.
do essentially the same time as what we've done, and that'll still give me time to get where I need to go.
All right, I got an idea. Yes, sorry.
So it's about 9:45 my time. I think if I stop by 11 my time, I'm good.
So how much is that, sorry, from now?
About an hour and 15.
Okay. So
Is
do you
that
mind
enough
if
to
I
work with?
do you mind if I wrap up an episode and we'll split it into 2 episodes of about an hour?
Yeah, that's fine.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
Okay. So let me do that again.
Is it going as you hoped?
No.
Hang on. Wait. And that is where we'll take a little break.
Good
5-minute
stuff.
break, gentlemen.
Yeah,
5-minute
sounds good.
break.
Yeah.
All right.
This is tons of.
Sorry,
this is
Andrew.
great.
Are we
Hope it's
giving
all-
you enough time? I feel like we're not giving you enough time, man. Are you?
What do you mean?
Oh, not you, Warden. Andrew.
No, me, no.
Yeah?
No,
This
I'm loving it.
guy.
Yeah.
Eee. No, not at all. I mean, it's where the scenes are at. So
Okay.
Turnflation.
Turnflation, perhaps. All right. Leave everything recording and we'll have a break.
Sounds good.
Absolute professional. 5 minutes. Look, they got mother shirts on. So we're slacking, Chris.
I know. Look at that.
I'm having fun. You having a good time?
I am.
Dude, we gotta rock some mother shit.
I'm struggling a little bit to get into the head of my character, but yeah.
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 I'm just like, I guess my guy sounds like Hulk Hogan. I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, it's funny.
It's too funny.
No, that's good.
All right.
Well,
Hit the
I
head.
think so. Yeah. Quick bio break here.
Bio break.